Is this the missing link between Firebirds and JDM cars? Pop-up headlights, made in Japan. Delco, made in Japan. Isn't that interesting? Huh. But not made in China though. Raining pretty good out there, but the shelter seems to help. I'm actually working on the taillights and it's just barely long enough. The hood is getting a little bit wet there, but I've got the windows down, the side windows down, and I've got the trunk wide open, and it's actually just enough coverage, just enough. Well, I got all the taillights working on both sides and signals, so that's better. I checked the reverse lights and they're all working. So I got some cheap Walmart speakers. I think they're only 35 bucks or something, which is a pretty good deal because they're 300 watt and 4-way. So this car, it was a base model and it doesn't have any rear speakers at all. Look. So I'm gonna put some in there. I gotta get the brackets out of probably from the junkyard. Canadian weather. 1 minute it's pouring rain, next minute the sun's shining. Go figure. So I recently installed a cheap Android radio in the Firebird, and this car was a base model. It only had AM radio originally, no FM, no tape deck or anything, no CD, just AM only, base model. So it only has front speakers. So this car was built with no rear speakers originally. So I just have some holes back here where the 6x9 speakers would go. This is only an 83, so it's a really early 3rd gen. And sadly, it only had an AM radio originally. So I got some speakers. These are cheap at Walmart. They're only like 35 bucks, I think, for a pair of 6x9 4-way 300 watt peak 6x9 speakers. So in order to put them in, there's like, you need the round shape, so there's a piece there that you need. So I went down in the junkyard and I found this in an 87 Firebird. This is the piece you need. So I might actually paint these before I put them in, because the other side is pretty ugly looking. Just some surface rust. So I'm just gonna sand them down a little bit, or maybe hit them with the stripper wheel or whatever, and then I'll just shoot them with this paint and primer in one. Rust protection, excellent bonding. Yeah. Okay, so I got this one from the same car, but for some reason it's a different speaker. It's got all the wrong screws in it, and it's a Pioneer speaker. I guess I'm just gonna make it work. I'm a little bit worried about this because the screws are all oversized, so I might have to get some different screws. The new speakers came with new screws, but these look like they're probably gonna be oversized now. Frig's sake. Got these Pioneer 100s. These Delco, I think these Delco ones are pretty good actually. The magnet looks bigger and stronger than the Pioneer. Is this the missing link between Firebirds and JDM cars? Pop-up headlights, made in Japan. Delco, made in Japan. Isn't that interesting? Huh. But not made in China though. Made in Japan. Friggin' right. So here's some super basic stuff. We got some wire brushes. This is called a stripper wheel or paint stripper wheel. It works really good. It's just an abrasive wheel. It goes on a drill, and a wire brush on a drill. There's one plug missing right down in there. There's one plug missing. And this car never had that plug because it never had rear speakers. So I got this from the junkyard, and this is the one that's missing. It has the 2 separate wires that go to the rear speaker. The blue goes to the right rear speaker, and the yellow goes to the left rear speaker. I've got some speaker wire here, and I'm just trying to route it, and I'll have to tuck it. Well, I got that one mounted, and I got the wires routed. I need to tuck them still, but I do have the wires routed this far, and I have them hooked up to the radio. So I just need to put this other one over here, and I got some connectors made up here, and I got the speakers pretty much ready. So I'm sort of getting ready to put the new speakers in here, but some of these holes, this is the one that had a Pioneer speaker in it, and they put all the wrong screws in, and they oversized. Like this one's oversized, this one's oversized, this one's oversized. There's only one there that's not like bored out. So I'm gonna have to use some different screws or some oversized screws so they'll actually hold. So I found some bigger shank, some new screws with bigger shanks. So I'm gonna either use these or these, I'm not sure yet. Okay, I just finished tucking the wires on the driver's side. So they go from the radio under the dash, and they're tucked all under the sill plate here. And there's a little rubber plug down here, so I just poked a hole in the rubber plug. And normally the wires, they're here, but I tucked them inside of the body, and they come up here. So I just crimped, yellow is gonna be positive, and blue is going to be negative. So I just gotta stick the new speaker in there and try it out. Well, I got the driver's side installed, and it seems to work. Well, I put on some copyright-free music because I don't want to get a copyright strike on YouTube playing music. But I got the rear speakers installed, and they working. So the back speakers are in, and I don't really have anything bad to say about them. I kind of like them. They'll handle 300 watt peak, which is amazing for the price. They sound good. They're 4-way speaker. They fit all right. Not bad.